Gotta wonder about that orb. That'd be nice if the camera would pick it up really good, because it is very bright and crisp this morning. Enough smoke in the air that the sun's not making much yet. And it was a night. Becky's dad ended up going to the hospital last night. Her brother and our nephew were up there, and they're up there pretty regular anyway. And her dad passed out. So they called the ambulance. Well, he got up and did a couple things and then was acting normal and feeling fine again. So anyway, they took him in. I don't think he went by ambulance. I think my brother actually took, her brother-in-law actually took him in. Everything seems to be fine. Got some fluids in him, and last thing I heard last night was they were going to go ahead and keep him overnight just because, you know, make sure he stayed hydrated. But it was reminding me of the house that's right there that you can't see from here. A couple days ago, an older gentleman that, I don't know if he's the one who lives there or what, dropped from the heat. So, hey, old farts, keep in mind, you got to stay hydrated. You got to try to stay cool. And you young idiots, yeah, you got to do the same, trust me. Or you pay for it much worse when you get older. And Traveler did not make it in last night. I was not going to stay up that late to move it, so I shut it off. I go prime the frickin' pump so I can get it moved. Ty spent the night here because Becky thought she was going to go to the hospital to see her dad, and there really wasn't any reason. But Ty was going to take her in, you know, one of those things. So anyway, another heavy dew at the moment. Hopefully use that to our advantage this morning. And we'll see what today really brings. And they're saying today's supposed to be hotter than yesterday. Then tomorrow it's supposed to be, you know, mid-80s, upper 80s, something like that. I don't believe that either. And Thursday's supposed to be about the same. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're supposed to get rain, they say. We will see. In the meantime, yeah, I got you on that yearling right there. She is a good-looking girl. I think that's Pest's sister. I think that's who that is. Got the goat udder mommy. Because she's a light-colored one, I can tell that much. So, anyway, starting the day out at 62 degrees and 86% humidity. Yay. Yeah, it's still up there. I sped it up a little bit after I got it going. Didn't prime too bad this morning. But it is not quite to that other riser. And I had this brilliant thought yesterday. It's like, yeah, I'll let it get past that riser, and then I'll just move it over there. Brilliant thought, right? Brilliant thought until you realize it's positioned to where the PTO side is away from the tractor and against the fence, and I cannot hook the line up to it to reel it in with the tractor. And I am not hand cranking that far. I mean, 20 feet's one thing, 300 and some feet's another thing. But there's a little bit of color this morning. Just see what happens today. Look what we found.
Hi, Mama. Hi, baby. Yeah, good, Mama. Good, baby.
Good looking baby. That's the first field I baled the other day. We just took the John Deere up to the other one.
And I would have gotten a video this morning, but there was a mama and her twins in our bottom going across with the cows and then dropped down by the pump site to get water.
Know, when you see them, it's like, ooh, and by the time you get your phone out.
It was a little too late.
So, and today is all kinds of messed up now. Guess we were gonna do something else with Becky's dad in the hospital this morning and then send him home, but
I'm not gonna cancel.
Since it's supposed to be still hotter than hell today and still kind of warm tomorrow, we've got a standalone air conditioner that we had in the trailer. It's either that one or the one that Brooke had in the cook shack. I don't remember which one it is.
Cook shack.
Becky and Ty are taking that up to Becky's dad's,
and we're making him some meals.
Getting that hooked up and screwing around. And then this afternoon, Becky and I have to run into the attorneys. So, anyway, that means I'm a one-man show today. But I got the tractor up there.
It wasn't intentional.
I don't really want to rake yet. Although, I need to do it before the dew gets clear off of it. At least part of it. And as soon as I get it raked, I can bale it. But everything's already there, all in one spot. All I gotta do is go do it.
Here's your rest of them.
Oh, and we got another deer right
that guy's
here.
Smart.
Zoom.
Okay, where are your babies, Mama?
I don't know that she has anything because I've seen her here before.
We're good, buddy. No, normally there's more than one with her. But
I've seen her 3 or 4 times right here in the end of this driveway, and she's going the other way, but
her baby might be over there.
Yeah, she may leave
Or
her
she might
babies
just be
over here.
grilling.
Yeah, she's a little big for that.
Well,
Anyway, so yeah, see what I get for video. I just know it's a messed up day. Well, I got that piece done. I'm not sure it's gonna go today. And I went ahead and raked the canary grass below it. It's almost drier except for the wet spots. What I checked right in here when I started this piece, it is dry enough to bale right now. Oh, it's gonna be a screwy day. I'll finish raking this little bit and then I'll check it down here. It's dry enough to bale, I'll bale it. By then, what's still in the shadows down there will be out in the open and drying. Then I can get in and do something with that. And this is fun. Not. These little funky shaped pieces are a pain in the butt on a good day. And I'm just not having the greatest day. Things are going okay, just not the greatest day. So, anyway, that's what I'm going to do for a little bit. By then it's going to be too damn hot to be picking bales up. So I didn't get there at all today. And they're talking rain Friday. And landowner here has some kind of gathering on Thursday, so we don't want to be in here Thursday. So yeah, fun. What do you do when you're waiting for hay to dry? You look at the steers, smallest one's in the middle. How's that for a lineup? Oh yeah, and Nick.
I'm here.
He stopped by. And yeah, we're on the bikes because I thought from the house it looked like that was in far enough to move. It is not. I mean, we could hand crank that in, we'd both be worn out. But then I wouldn't be able to get about a 50-foot wide strip watered either. So that's going to stay the way it is. I should be over baling now, but it might be not quite ready. I don't know. And Becky and Ty are still up at Becky's dad's. He is on his way home. And he's doing well. He's fine. They sent him home with some meds. That's all I know. But he's fine. So that's a good thing. And anyway, we came out here because we thought, hell, if it's only got 20 feet to go, no big deal. I can almost make up for that 20 feet when I move it over to water the other direction. Be close enough. But no, that's More like about 60 feet.
That's the number I was going to guess.
And when we came out of the house, it was 101.6, I think. So yes,
it's just spreading political promises.
It's nice and cool out here. Yeah. You want to get some political shit? He's right behind him. The one on our right. So anyway, we're gonna go back and hide in the air conditioning again. Well, I got this little piece done. Moisture actually wasn't too bad. It had one reading at 28%, followed by 18%, followed by 9 and 10. Those are two good dry bales. They're from the other side of the house and from coming in here. And I think I'll make it clear back out of here without losing the bale. Because the next one should be a questionable one. Now I gotta go all the way around to get back over there. Well, this is done except the corners, and I did not rake the corners because it was gonna make a big freaking mess. And it was all 9 to 12. I think there was 14% once. So I think the only wet bale we got is clear over there, and that's the one off that other little chunk that probably had the 28 and 18% in it. It's got a stripe down the side. That's how one reason I know it. And there's a lot of other grasses in here now besides canary grass. Makes it a lot nicer. And I'll bring you back. Okay, I brought you back. I got 2 windrows down there now. And the landowner brought me a Gatorade. Like, I don't need it. And then after he handed it to me, I chugged half of it almost or something. Anyway, and that's still sitting there running, so it better be cool inside. Go catch that little bit. Come, ouch, there's a hole right there. Slow down, I want to run a rake through it. We'll come back up and hammer that out. See if I can get home before I got to put a video up. I remember what I was going to tell you. The canary grass, little patch there, and when I just finished baling. Last year, we couldn't get it dry. We were also a month later, almost to the day. And it wasn't going to dry. All it did was plug up the pickup on the baler. And year before is when I had to wrap up on the mower, and that was down here. Just been a pain in the ass. Part of what Maury farms, I think it's part that that'd be Becky's dad's cousin's place. Either that or her grandpa's cousins. Either way, cousins, right? The guy that farms it, Maury bought some equipment from, bought all his old hay equipment way back when, and, you know, yada yada, whatever. Maury ends up with the use of a hay barn that's there. I didn't want to have to come down here, but I have to get the windrows. And I'm gonna drop this bale down here too. I didn't want to do that either. The guy that farms it, part of it is bottom ground like this, and doesn't matter what he plants, it won't grow. Usually drowns out. So what he does is he pants Sudan in there for Maury, and then Maury takes the hay off. And the guy he's great at growing Sudan. I mean, he's really got a knack for it in this part of the country. And Maury always gets it upright, always beautiful. Well, this year, guess what? Maury's not baling. He's not even cutting it. There's nothing there to take. Don't figure that one out. Of course, at the same time, this was a lot lighter than normal too, so. Canary and Sudan are very similar in how they grow. But that's how dry our summer's been, when Sudan wouldn't even grow. At least this stuff grew. Home stretch. 17 bales on the ground. I think we're going to get 18 on the ground. I take this thing home and I got Nick to bring me back for my pickup. May come back and get the other tractor too. We could leave it here because the next place is that way, but yeah, if it's home, you know what I mean? Nick's up there with my pickup. Ty's behind me in her car. I was about where Nick is when Ty pulled out of the driveway coming to find me. So at 12'4", I had no flag, no issues, people. The rake swings off to that side a little bit, so basically at 9 foot, there was a couple idiots, and I got flaggers. No flaggers at 12'4". And Ty shut the pump off. She said it was about 2 feet from being all the way in. It's too freaking hot to deal with that, so we'll deal with that later.